Okay, that's going. Okay, I can be heard. Sweet. Set up quick. Hello and good evening. It's Mare back again in Honkai Star Rail. Doing more missions and stuff for from the new update at Planet Arcadia. Today I am gonna do the mission Millennium Killer.
Nice.
So yeah, I thought 31st Days might be light-hearted and wholesome, and it wasn't. I thought chasing Ms. Dolly back at Graphia would be, well, I thought that was going to be creepy, and it kind of was, but it didn't lead to any missions, so that's a bit upsetting. Ugh. But I could probably say with, I could probably say firmly that this is going to be kind of a bit of a messy mission, given the title of it. So I'm gonna just say hi to the people visiting the Express today, and then I'm gonna get to it. Hey, Topaz.
Hey, are there any Asters on the Astral Express?
What were they again?
Asters, you know, Asters. Never mind. I can tell from the look on your face that you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, usually it helps to be more descriptive of what you're asking for, and not just repeat it. Repeat the name of it. That doesn't help.
Asters are a type of plant that release a unique scent, barely noticeable to humans. However, Numby is extremely sensitive to it. Look. The experts say that to certain creatures, the scent these plants release is like a big pot of caramelized honey. Most small creatures lose their minds over it. The bad side is that aster leaves actually contain an extremely strong neurotoxin. If an animal were to find one by following its scent and take a bite of it, what a terrible plant. Numby, don't eat anything you're not supposed to, okay?
I just love that, like, little Tuskber is just, like, slightly bigger than Numby. Or at least I think he is. Okay, let's go to the parlor car. Okay. What's up, Train Dad? Train Mom, and Luka!
You're here right on time. I was about to give some feedback to the Express crew. The portion sizes on the Express are too small. Things were pretty scarce in the underworld, but the food stall owners were never this stingy.
Yikes. Have a big appetite. It's healthier to eat more meals in smaller amounts. Nah, I'm gonna say he's a growing
really?
boy. He's a growing boy. He needs big portions.
Maybe that's true. A boxer does need to take in a lot more energy than the average person. And, it seems like the conductor likes to include these weird vegetables in the lunches. I don't know what they are, but I don't like them. If I didn't have to worry about nutrition, I'd be ordering cosmic fried rice every meal.
Okay, I guess that's everybody that's on the Express today. Alright, let's get to Planet Arcadia. And that's right up here. I should probably see the descriptor of it first.
It's still early. Where to now?
Excuse me? Okay, here it is. Millennium Killer. See why everyone's gathering in front of the Sky Bridge. Looks like a bunch of security officers have gathered near the pedestrian overpass in the city center. What's going on? Did someone vandalize public property or something? Okay, let's check it out. Where the hell is it? Oh, look! He's wearing a little construction hat! That's cute as hell. Ah, you doing some work? Road work, buddy? Damn, that's cute. Ah, shit, I forgot to check both ways. Oh, well. Wait, is that a not door? Or a door? Yeah, that's what it was. Chains dragged across the floor, gears twisting and contorting, metal prison doors slamming shut. You hear some spine-chilling noises from behind the door. Yeah, I'm gonna not pick at that right yet. Quite yet.
The song.
Huh?
Downloading.
Is there anything you'd like to buy?
Welcome to Arcadia Records, where we keep all your favorite music. Feel free to listen to your heart's content. If you need any help, just give me a shout. Okay, I'm game. I'm just gonna buy all of these. God, how many are there? God, there's like 20 of them. Yeah, I'm spending all my credits here right now. And then I'm gonna regret this in like 5 months when I pretty much have nothing. Oh!
I wonder if the deities of the gate get overtime pay during the New Year's holiday too.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. What's going on? Are there so many people crowded around that bridge? Oh yeah, the sky bridge. Good. Hello? Miss Joey! Joy! Miss Joy! Please hang in there! I'm sorry we failed to protect you! Don't worry, this pretty little bridge isn't that easy to kill. As the idol of the strongest foundation above ground, do you really think I need a protection? No need to beat yourself up about it, sweetie. Wait, are they talking to the bridge? Excuse you? What are you trying to say? She's not just any bridge. This is Miss Joy, the top underground idol at the Dimension City. So this bridge is called Joy? Is there any other Joy in all Plan Arcadia? I don't know. I just got here. I'm not familiar with everybody. Miss Joy was attacked. We're all losing our minds here, so if you're not part of this, then stay out of our way, will ya? Miss Good, I understand you're anxious, but you can't be rude to others. Grudge that can seemingly talk. Do you remember what the Joy fan manual has to say about that? Strangers are just fans. Miss Joy hasn't that yet. I'm sorry, Miss Joy. I'm sorry, potential fan. I just lost my cool because I was in such a rush. Whoa. Oh my god, it got lips. Hi, I'm a Dimension City idol, and my name is Joy. Nice to meet you. Oh, well, it's not quite your first meeting. You actually passed on me once when we arrived in Dimension City. I haven't forgotten, you know. Oh god. And this is Miss Good, the president of my fan club. She's a good person, really. She just got a bit carried away because she's worried about me. Please forgive her. Okay. Alright. A pedestrian overpasses an idol. Not just any idol, but an absolute heavyweight. Don't talk about me like that. If anything, I'm the idol least likely to flop. As much as I'd love to make you my newest fan right here and now, I was just attacked, and the culprit stole my eyes. I am the foggiest who did it. So currently, I'm in a grievously injured state. If possible, do come visit me again after I've recovered, okay? Oh gosh. Miss Joy, at a time like this, you need to try so hard to maintain your idol persona. I'm Isol. Imagine this doctor. Where's the patient? Dr. Isol, your family here? I've been worried sick. The patient is Miss Joy here. Please, could you assess how critical her condition is? Excuse me, Miss Potential Fan. Please step aside. The doctor needs to give Miss Joy emergency care immediately. Okay. Huh. How's Miss Joy? How bad is it? The injury itself isn't too serious. The attacker's Imaginist technique was superb. They didn't damage any other bodily structures and just removed both eyes. Some emergency treatment. Miss Joy shouldn't be in any life-threatening danger. For the moment. Ah! Thank you, Dr. Easel. Easel. Thank you, Dr. Easel, but I still feel very weak right now. Oh. That's natural. 90% of your wish power is concentrated in those eyes of yours, isn't it? Of course you'd feel weak. Those eyes of yours are usually all your fans pay attention to anyway, right? 90% of your wish power has been stolen. If the humans suddenly lost 90% of their body weight, they've died instantly. And your current situation isn't much different from that. Please think of something, Dr. Easel. Your clinic is the best in Dimension City. Surely there must be a way to save Miss Joy. I'm begging you, please save Miss Joy. Miss Good, I must insist that you calm down. I still need you to do something more important for me. Please, go back to the fan club and let everyone know that I've been hurt. But that it's nothing serious. Serious? You just lost, like, a bunch of yourself. Tell them not to worry and wait patiently for my return. I'm counting on you, okay? I understand. I'll hide back now, Miss Joy. I have to keep your promise. You have to be okay. You hear me? Dr. Easel, I can't die like this. You saw it yourself. There's still so many people waiting for me. In your current condition, your imaginated structure could disintegrate at any moment. If you want to maintain your form, you've got two options. Either find a way ASAP to restore your wish power to the level it was before you were attacked, or you recover your lost wish power. Neither option sounds very easy. Oh, Ada. It's Kuchiba. She's brought some friends along, too. Okay. Attention, everyone. Attention. I'm Kujiba. And the Department of Aberration Defense will now be taking over. Oh, Dad's here. The investigation of the case and the crime scene. We expect and appreciate your cooperation. Thank you. Now, Miss Joy, would you mind telling me what happened? Okay, what up, Kuchiba? Miss Kuchiba, to be honest, I'm not too sure about what happened either. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just a pedestrian at an overpass. So people are constantly walking all over me. It's not like I could pay attention to anyone in particular. Don't you remember me walking over this bridge before? Oh. It was a day like any other, and I was quietly practicing my new song while watching over pedestrians crossing me. Wait, what the hell? Let's see. Masked person approached, but I thought nothing of it. After all, there are plenty of weirdos around here. But then they suddenly whipped out their drawing tools, you know, those compasses and rulers that artists use to create imaginary and stuff, and started waving them at me. After that, everything went pitch black before my eyes. I see. Is there anyone you suspect, Miss Joy? Have you made any enemies recently? I really haven't a clue. I'm not the type to make enemies, and I'm definitely not famous enough to have haters yet. As for rivals, that's even more unlikely. My niche is super specific. Who would possibly want to compete with me? I suppose that's true enough. In that case, do you have any idea about your attacker's identity? Are they human or imaginary? Any clues about their race, gender, height, build, anything at all would help. Sorry, it all happened so fast, I didn't get a chance to take a good look. It's alright. There's no need to blame yourself. Dr. Isol, what you said before, is Miss Joy's condition critical? Or, if I may be blunt, how much longer can she hold on? I can't say for sure. The wish power structure of Imagine is a chaotic system. Not orderly like material life forms. If she's lucky, she'll make it through and survive. If she isn't, she'll completely disintegrate within a few system hours. But regardless of luck, suffering a massive loss of constructive wish power in such a short time will cause irreversible damage. If her wish power isn't replenished, Miss Joy's memories, personality and abilities, everything will be severely harmed. Unless I can get my eyes back. That's definitely the best solution, but we don't... That's definitely the best solution, but we don't even know who the attacker is or what they want with her eyes. I'm afraid this is going to be a tough one. It'll be tough for sure, but if it were that easy for the good guys to defeat the bad guys, that would be the point. What would be the point of having the Department of Aberration Defense? Leave the rest to us. Looks like this incident has piqued your interest. Trailblazer, care to lend a hand? Wait, why am I being dragged into this? Getting involved in the Department of Aberration case? Isn't that against protocol? The Department of Aberration Defense has always been flexible with their rules. If we followed every single little rule and did everything by the book, our case clearance rate would drop by at least half. And if you decide you'd like to help, come on over and talk with us. Don't think it's possible Miss Joy could kill you to just stay quiet. Nobody asked you to jinx anything. Miss Joy will be fine. She always manages to pull through. I talk to Isol. They seem pretty cool. Okay, Kajiba, found anything? Oh, look at the little girl behind them. They're wearing a little hat. It's a little goofy duck hat of some sort. Is that a bunny on her shirt? That's cute as shit. At this time, the situation is critical. Miss Joy has suffered a grave injury. If we can't find her eyes soon, I'm afraid her health will be seriously affected. I'll handle collecting wish power. Having the baseball raccoon handle something like this might be a bit like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. But right now, our top priority is to quickly track down the culprit who attacked Miss Joy and recover her stolen eyes. However, this isn't the place to be discussing it. Let's find somewhere more private to go over the detail. Okay, let's go. There's a tea room nearby. Let's talk there. Please, take me with you. Wait, what? Can an overhead pedestrian bridge fit into a tea room? Also, you can move? Wait, yeah. Can the pedestrian overpass even move? If I had to run around the streets, I'd probably cause a traffic accident. I am an idol, you know. That means I have to go perform the live venues and the like. For imaginary like me, who can't move around easily, we can generally channel our wish power into certain parts to temporarily detach them from our main body. Kraken from the food street can do it too. I'd like to point out that Miss Joy's eyes were forcibly peeled off her body by the killer using art tools. It's very different from voluntarily separating parts of your body. But Miss Joy, your body is extremely poor shape right now. Leaving your physical body to act separately after losing such a massive amount of wish power? I must strongly advise against such rash behavior. Yeah, and you're just saying this in front of the doc too? I'm not the type to just sit around waiting to be saved. I want to join your investigation and do something. Maybe I'll even be able to help. Very well, Miss Joy. Let's go, but remember not to push yourself too hard. Ooh, spider!
Conductor, still couldn't hold on.
Wait a minute, isn't this Pearl's office or something? Or at least that's where we have the conversations here. Oh, look, there's another one here. Wait, what the... Oh, it's on the cube. Neat.
Writers not knowing what they were writing about, that's just par for the course. If they actually knew, they wouldn't churn out nearly as much.
Fair enough. March hare. Hey, stop that! Please don't stare at my lips like that. I've been hiding behind the bridge because I'm self-conscious about them, you know. Don't worry, they're still adorable. Yeah, they're very big and luscious. It's mainly that those floating red lips are kind of creepy. You don't even have eyes. How do you even know where I'm looking? I can feel your gaze! Let's get right down to business. Here's the deal. The Department of Operation Defense took this case because the attack on Miss Joy is part of a serial murder investigation. But she's still alive. Why are you treating her like she's already dead? I mean, sure, she's a victim, but she's still alive. Let's see, scary things like that really happen in the land of elation? Alas, at the end of the day, Planet Arcadia is no Arcadia. In recent months, there's been a series of murders in Dimension City. 17 cases, to be exact. Oh, make that 18 now. Our investigation has turned up a number of similarities between the incidents. As for the specific, here's the case summary. You could read through it yourself. Case number 1. Name, Emberbox. Streamer, Race Plu. What the hell were the Plu again? Is that the rabbits? I can't remember. Let's see. Or is it like those Kappa-looking things? I can't remember. Let's see. Case summary. Found dead in a streaming studio. Lips missing. No signs of forced entry at the scene. Okay, so part of them got stolen. Case number 2. Ioke Afterglow. Singer. Race Moonlaw. Case summary. Found dead in a recording studio. Specialized vocal organ missing. No signs of forced entry at the scene. Case number 3. Name, at Click Me for Miracles. Occupation, actor. Race, Light Paw. Case summary, found dead in a dressing room. Fingernails missing. No signs of forced entry in the scene. Case number 4. Name, Bula, Echo Void. Occupation, Isle. Race, Ghost. Case summary, found dead in a dance practice room. Lower body missing. No signs of forced entry at a scene. So, on Planet Arcadia, ghosts are real. And they could be killed. That's pretty fucking wild. And case number 5, name Carlo, the second voice. Occupation singer. Race, also a ghost. Case summary, found dead in an artiste's resting room. Ocular structures missing. No signs of forced entry at the scene, so their eyes got nicked too. Case number 6, Herzla. Actor, light paw, found dead in a film studio, horn-like structure missing. No sign of forced entry at the scene. Okay, Varen Hale, streamer, Orc, Orch, yeah, I think it's just pronounced Orc, whatever. Found dead in the living room of their home. Luminescent markings on the body missing. No signs of forced entry at the scene. Toronto Godfist, a fighter. Plu, found dead in the office. Teeth missing. No sign of forced entry. Locke Rice Cook, a chef. Also an orc. Let's see. Found dead in a break room. Parts of discolored skin missing. Riwan Wild Breath, streamer, Lightpaw, found dead in a studio, tail missing. Senna Scissor Kick, fighter, orc, found dead in a training room, both ears missing. Hertz Warp, streamer, Moonlol, found dead in the living room of their home. Distinctive arm markings missing. Tobin Ash, actor, Megatron, found dead in a lounge, expression module, enhancement components missing. Okay, Cord, White Cord, streamer, Light Paw, found dead in a gym, torso muscles missing. Okay, at the one that glows, actor, Megatron, found dead at the balcony of the residence, tactile extensions missing. Bella Void Voice, singer, Megatron, found dead in a music production studio, resonator core missing. And the last case, Perrin Locks, idol, Moonlaw, and found dead in a lounge, decorative components missing. Here are some of the main points. First of all, the victims were imaginae working at the entertainment industry. Streamers, singers, comedians, of course. Idols like Miss Joy. Secondarily, every victim had body parts removed. The perpetrator's imaginous the perpetrator's imaginous technique is exceptional. Their peeling method is so clean and precise, it leaves almost no clues behind for us to follow. And there's one last thing, tying everything together. All the crimes happened on the victim's own turf. Homes, studios, private lounges, but there were absolutely no signs of forced entry. Almost as if they were invited in. However, what's strange about that is that none of the victims told any of their family or friends about having invited a guest or someone coming to visit. The Department of Operation Defense is temporarily calling this mysterious serial killer the Millennium Killer. After all, it's the year 1999. So the Millennium Killer everyone's been talking about online is real? Here, I thought it was just an urban legend. Since they were invited in, the killer must have been known to the victims, right? Before the case transferred to the Department of Operation Defense, the Security Bureau had already investigated along these lines. However, even though all the victims were in the entertainment industry, the circles of singers and comedians are quite distinct with minimal overlap. So there are few mutual friends between them. The investigation showed the victims did indeed all know several TV producers. However, all the producers had solid alibis. Wait a minute. My case doesn't share any of those similarities with the other cases, right? The culprit didn't come to my house, but attacked me right there on the street. Plus, I wasn't killed. I'm still here. Though I am badly hurt. Wait, does she not, live over the street because she's a fucking bridge. What, does she have like a studio apartment somewhere? As for those differences, it's probably comes down to a few of your innate traits. The killer can't visit your home since you're always out in public. Okay. They can't murder you either. Being a large imagine, you're just too tough to kill outright. Talk about a blessing in disguise. However, the killer swiftly peeled away your eyes in public. No witnesses, including you, could describe any of the killer's identifying features. Such an exceptional yet cruel imaginist technique could only be the work of a master such as the Millennium Killer. Which is to say that it's also why I concluded that the Joy Ambush incident was the work of the Millennium Killer as well. So why exactly do you need my help? Are you telling me way too much? Because the standard way to investigate is too inefficient. Okay, guess we're going off the books, especially getting outside help. I.e. me. Gotta get busy now. Now, Miss Joy's eyes are missing, and she is in imminent danger of losing her life. I can't gamble her health and future on a slow and steady investigation. So I'm begging you, to retrieve the eyes in true nameless fashion before the Millennium Killer does something to them. Can you do that? Sounds kind of illegal, so it's gonna cost you extra. No problem. That's no less than what I'd expect from the baseball raccoon. Don't worry, I'll be the only party liable for everything that occurs. Well then, the meeting is over. I'll leave the rest to you, Trailblazer. Aren't you going to investigate with us, Miss Kujiba? Because of my identity, I can't intervene directly in many things. But rest assured, at least for today, so long as she doesn't do anything too dangerous, security officers all over will turn a blind eye to your investigation. This is all I can do, Trailblazer. Miss Joy. Good luck to you both. Even with Miss Kujiba inside info, we're still missing way too much information. Since the victims are all working in the entertainment industry, it'd be great if we could consult someone from the industry. Wait, aren't you an insider yourself? You have anybody in mind? Though I hate to say it, most of my friends in the industry are doing even worse than I am. I doubt they'd be of much help. Ouch. Would Sparksy count as an industry insider? Sparksy? Of course she counts! She's Planet Arcadia's most followed virtual idol, and her industry prestige is considerable. If she's willing to help. But didn't you just beat her up? Surely clashing during the Phantasm Games is inevitable. But you don't think she'll hold a grudge and refuse to help because of that, do you? She's not that kind of person. She'll be fine. I hope you're right. Sparksy, if the chat gets interrupted, Sparksy will disappear. Are you busy? I need some help. Wait, we actually have her phone number? Hold on, don't move an inch. Be there in a jiffy. But, wait, aren't you gonna take revenge? So, you eager to meet... Why are you so eager to meet the moment we text? Are you looking to take revenge? Just who do you think I am? I'm here to help, of course. My fans have seen it all. They said you were poking your nose around at the crime scene at the Department of Aberration Defense. Getting into other people's businesses again, huh? The Millennium Killer case, right? I'm pretty interested in that guy, too. Let's discuss the details when we meet. I'll be there in a sec. Yeah, we'll wait for you. Looks like Miss Sparky is already here. Let's take a look for her. Yeah. Ghost. Oh, I guess I can't go to the balcony. Sorry. I have to go to the restroom really bad. I'll be right back.
Conductor still couldn't hold on.
How long are we going to be depressed?
Trailblazing.
Oh boy. Sorry everybody. I really needed to use it, man. It was stirring up and such. I was not gonna sit very tight for long. Oh! Poor baby Joey. I heard you were attacked by the Millennium Killer. You poor thing. I forgot what the hell Sparksy's supposed to sound like. We'll definitely catch this creep. Sparksy knows about me. I've actually been wanting to collab with you for a while, and I was just too busy during the Phantasmo games, just getting beaten up by this guy, so I never had the chance to reach out. Once this is all over, let's do a collab stream. Thank you, Miss Sparksy. And how can I feel myself getting weaker and weaker? I hope I'll live to see that day. Nonsense. Idols never die. So, why'd you come to help? It's all from the love and justice of my own heart. There was an award for Planet Arcadia's most righteous top streamer. I'd definitely be the one and only candidate. It's about the Millennium Killer case. Conspiracy theories are running wild these days. And you know what's the most infuriating part? The most popular conspiracy
theories claims that I, Sparksy, am the Millennium Killer.
Honestly, I would not be surprised. But I don't think you have it in you to just kill other people, especially other Imaginae.
Look, I know I'm not exactly a saint in my daily life, but come on, comparing me to a serial killer is insane. I'm so mad. But what can you do? Trying to prove your innocence online is pointless. In the end, I'll just have to clear my name myself. Let's get down to business. Gray hair, did you get any insight or intel from the Department of Aberration Defense? Care to share?
You shared the information obtained from Kuchiba with Sparksy.
So, McSparksy, got any leads? Look, I'm an artiste, not a detective. Don't expect me to deduce any clues here.
Wait. Detectorizing. Why do I feel like there's probably somebody that's specifically made for that kind of purpose? Oh well, it'll come back to me. So, you're just here for the drama, huh?
Oh my! Don't be so hasty! While deduction isn't my forte, acting is a required course for any idol.
What do you mean, acting?
I was just thinking, to kill a pedestrian overpass sounds as absurd as a modern poetry title. With the Millennium Killer so skilled at Imaginus, they must know they can't actually kill Miss Joy, right? So, I put myself in the killer's POV. Maybe this way I can figure out their motive. I'm an expert when it comes to Imaginus techniques. I'm well aware that an Imaginae of Joy's size isn't something I could kill in one strike, but I'm still going to do it. Because after all, I can't really be considered a serial killer. A serial killer is a psycho who kills for pleasure, and killing was never my goal in the first place. I'm not a fiend who takes lives for the sake of it. What I really care about has always been the parts that I've peeled. As for their deaths, those are merely byproducts of the process. They only have themselves to blame for being too weak.
So the killer's going after body parts? I mean, that was kind of obvious from the beginning. Yeah, that's pretty obvious, isn't it?
I'm definitely not as smart as you. I still don't quite get it. What does this mean? It means our dear Millennium Killer might not be a lunatic after all. The way they're peeling body parts from the Imaginae, it might actually serve a purpose. If there's a purpose, that makes things easier. So the Millennium Killer isn't necessarily one person. Maybe it's an entire criminal organization that operates around the whereabouts of these parts. If that's the case, we should talk to someone who's really knows Planar Kitty's underground world. Have you heard of Detective Ashvale?
Oh, right. We could have called for Ashvale. Because he's a detective, and he's good at detectorizing. Honestly, I probably should have seen this coming. Seriously, why couldn't Kuchiba just talk to him first? Or would that have been too obvious a move? Let's see. Yeah, we've crossed paths before. Yeah, apparently he let slide that he helps an Imaginae kill her obsessed boyfriend.
Let's see. You really do have a way with people, huh? Baby Joy, are you holding up okay? Actually, I'm starting to feel worse and worse. The loss of so much wish power is hitting me harder than I imagined. Don't worry. Let's make this quick and clean. We'll get your eyes back in no time. Let's roll, gray hair. Time to hit the Asheville Detective Agency.
Okay, where the fuck did it go? I can't believe we're just letting out a room for him at the, journal office. Oh, wrong door.
Hello.
You busy there, Ashy? Huh. I don't think I noticed before he had a braid in his hair. That's pretty cool. Well, if this isn't my old friends. I was pondering when you'd show up. Though, honestly, I didn't expect Miss Sparksy to get involved in this. How can she not? I mean, she is a popular idol, and that seems to be the target for this, Millennium Killer. She might be next. Let's see, you knew we were coming? Don't underestimate my intel network. Getting all cocky right from the start. This is exactly why I hate detectives. Mr. Ashvale, nice to meet you. Let's stop bickering. Miss Joy's condition seems to be getting worse. It's okay. I could hold on a bit longer. Hang in there, Miss Joy. Hang in there, Miss Joy. Alright, let's just get straight to the point. And share what we each found out. And, okay, we just shared our analyses. Which means these parts might have been taken for some underground transactions. I had similar thoughts, but we hard-boiled detectives can't solve cases on imagination alone. We need to pay a visit to someone who's actually knows something. While waiting for you guys to arrive, I've already contacted a few friends who are willing to help. Come with me. We'll meet them out on the street. In-person interviews? That's too old school. Can you just call them instead? You know, armchair detective and hard-boiled detective are two completely different archetypes. You can't mess around with character consistency. It's a serious business. Okay, looks like he's a bit of an actor himself. Just playing the detective archetype. Not somebody that's just gonna sit around in his chair. Wait, was there even a chair in his office? It was literally a table with a computer and a fridge that also functions as a bed. Seriously, what the hell is up with that? Ah, Dovebrook. Could your currents wash away the sins buried in the city? I get it. Suddenly dropping dramatic, poetic one-liners is weird places is totally a hard-boiled detective trope. Yeah, he's really playing that up. Pretty classy, I'd say. Yeah, I say it's classy. Don't follow his example. Gray hair's already turned into an old gray beard. Miss Joy, if you're really not feeling well, you should go back and rest. Ooh, she looks a little pale. Uh-oh. Miss Joy? Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit tired. I really want to sleep. This doesn't look good. Poor baby Joy seems to be even weaker than before. We need to pick up the pace. Okay, where to, Ash? Yeah, I ain't gonna do that again. Ah! Wait, it was over here, right? Oh, hello. Himes? Yo, old man. You finally showed up? Been waiting ages for you. Whoa. And you brought two big shots with you. What an honor. Let me introduce you to Miss Himes. Her job is helping reformed ex-criminals reintegrate into society. Don't say ex-criminal. Reformed individual sounds much better. Sure, they might be a bunch of rotten watermelons, but wanting to turn over a new leaf is a good thing. Because of her work, Miss Himes is very familiar with the dark side of Planet Arcadia. You could say she's a walking encyclopedia on crime. So I consulted her about the whereabouts of those parts. Look who's talking. Criminal encyclopedia. Criminal encyclopedia. This old geezer doesn't know how to hold his tongue. What? How old is he? I mean, 30? I don't know. Can't be that old. Don't say that he's like old when he's only like 30 or some shit like that. That's awful. back to the point. I've looked at the materials you gave me. How should I put this? I'm not convinced that the Millennium Killer's goal is doing business. And like organic life forms, the parts of Imaginate that might actually be of use are usually those with special functions, like fangs, claws, fire sacs, or venom glands. If you look at the parts of the person peeled, limbs and faces aside, he takes spectacles, bow ties, cowlicks. Who even wants that? It makes zero market sense. Imagine this. An evil millionaire splurges on a black market bow tie and attaches it onto themselves. That doesn't look like something any sane person would do. Let's see, can't really rule out that there are lunatics like that, with minds who can ever figure them out. I don't know. There's all sorts of folks out there. It's probably just one of those weirdos. That's beyond me. I only understand greedy bastards. Not mentally unstable lunatics. But the peeled parts of the victims contain a lot of wish power, right? Just like our baby Joy. Those eyes of hers contain 90% of her total wish power. If they were only after wish power, they could steal, rob, or scam, but committing a capital crime for such small amounts of wish power? They're taking a huge risk for very little return. So it's probably not for profit. I get what you mean. Thank you for your help, Miss Himes. Of course. Hope you can catch this guy soon. Okay. Guess we'll go over here. Time to chat with my other friends. That lone freed rider. Mr. Ashvale, Millennium Killer won't come after me, right? I'm just trying to make a name for myself. I haven't had my life cut short like this. Don't worry yet, lone free rider. The Millennium Killer won't notice you anytime soon. Let me introduce Lone Freed Rider. He's been hanging around Dover District for years, and he's a future superstar. It looks like the entertainment industry's behind-the-scenes secrets like the back of his hand, and he might give us some leads that even the Department of Operation Defense hasn't picked on. Hey, Mr. Detective, are you picking on me on purpose? With the mega superstar like me right here, why would you need to ask someone else about the behind-the-scenes secrets? Come on, don't say that. You're a top-tier superstar, and he's top-tier in another direction. When it comes to that market, Lone Free Rider definitely knows better than you. He's the ultimate grassroots expert. What kind of compliment is that? Anyway, forget it. I've looked at the list you gave me. There's a very subtle connection between these people. I wonder if you noticed it. Let's see, is there an interactive segment? Is it because they're all killed? Very perceptive. Every single one of them only rose to fame this year, in 1999. None of them have been famous for more than a year. Oh, so all the victims were newbies? No! All the victims were late bloomers, just like me! So that guy won't target me, right? Mr. Asheville, you'll definitely catch the Millennium Killer, won't you? Get to the chase first. What do you mean by late bloomer? These victims started their careers way back. Some of them even debuted back in the 70s. It was only this year that they suddenly became popular. Huh? Actually, I didn't get many fans until this year as well. Oh gosh. After decades in the industry as a nobody, finally achieving overnight success through years of accumulated effort and being a late bloomer, such life stories are actually quite rare. And now, everyone on the victim list is like this. Whoa, I'm getting goosebumps. This is pretty creepy. That reminds me, I discovered by chance by the Millennium Killer only takes the part that resonates most with the audience. People online keep saying my little duck lips are cute. What if they makes me a target for the Millennium Killer? Mr. Asheville, I'm really scared. You'll catch him, right? Don't worry, Lone Free Rider. You won't get hurt. We got your back. Aw, ain't he just looking out for little guys out here? You okay there, dog?
People online keep saying my little duck lips are cute. Boy, that makes me a target.
Okay, that just repeats the last thing said. Okay, where are we going to now? I'll have one last friend to meet up. Let's go see him. Let me... Scatter! Oh, hello.
We need a
killer that the enemies around here, well, they're just kind of chill. You have to attack them first, which kind of makes me feel bad. Sollyman? Ashfield, you're here. And you two, since this is our first meeting, I'm Sallyman, a staff member at the Noblesse Department Store's sales division. This guy's my drinking buddy. You might have met him before, but he's a total drunkard. He's usually not this sober after work hours, so he probably doesn't remember whether he's seen you or not. Give me a break. How else am I supposed to survive that job without a drink or two? Outside of work, I'm also the president of the fan club for the wrestler Sienna Scissorkick. Yeah, she was one of the... Oh, shit. Yeah, she was, on the list of victims. Okay, about a month ago, Miss Sienna was killed by the Millennium Killer. She was an orc, and the part that the murder took from her was her ears. Sallyman's been a devoted fan for ages. Maybe he can give us a fresh perspective. I'm definitely an OG fan. We've been following Miss Sienna... What the hell? Since her first match in 1983. For all these years, even when her career was just lukewarm, I stayed loyal. Miss Sienna's ears used to be just like any other orcs, but when she suddenly went into seclusion for a month, claiming she was undergoing spiritual training, and she finally emerged, those ears of hers somehow transformed into adorable cat ears, like a light pause. She told us back then it was the result of spiritual training. God damn it, it's going way too fast. When she finally emerged, those ears of hers had somehow transformed into adorable cat ears, just like a light pause. She told us back then it was the result of spiritual training. When your spirit grows, your body responds accordingly. I guess that growth really did pay off, because after her seclusion ended, Miss Sienna quickly became a red-hot superstar in the wrestling world. Wait, so this wasn't originally part of her, and that was the part that was stolen? And a few months later, she was murdered, and the cat ears she had earned through spiritual training were stolen by that despicable killer. Sometimes I feel like this was fate's cruel joke. Could it be that the very training she took to make herself stronger ended up leading her to her death instead? It hurts just thinking about it.
Don't think like that. She died because someone evil killed her, not because she did anything wrong.
She once bloomed with your support. We'll avenge her. Thank you all. I've always believed that justice will prevail. Once the Millennium Killer will get their punishment one day. Asheville, you catch the Millennium Killer, right? It might not be me who catches them, but they definitely won't get away. That's all I need to hear, my drinking buddy.
Baby Joy, you've been quiet for a while. Are you still hanging in there?
Oh god, she doesn't look so good. Sorry, I don't think I've been much help. Miss Joy, get back to your body. That should help you hold on a bit longer.
No, I want to stay here. Maybe I could do something to help.
Don't take this the wrong way, Miss Joy. There's nothing you can do here. Just return to your body. There's no need to put yourself through this pain.
Detective, you don't get the... get it at all. Under that bridge right now, Joy's fans are all gathered, waiting for news about her. How could an idol possibly waste away and die in front of her own fans? You got a point. That would look awfully bad. Sorry, I didn't think this through. Joy, you should get some rest. I'll protect you. But yeah, never mind the fans. Always gotta think about the fans' feelings. It's okay. I just need some rest. If I don't wake up, please tell my fans that my eyes are actually the result of plastic surgery. I kept it to myself, just to satisfy a small, selfish bit of vanity. Such fake eyes. Yet they gathered 90% of my wish power. How ironic. Joy will wake you up. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be beautiful. I mean, sure. I mean, she wanted to do that, and that's totally fine. Of course, the only one who did wrong was the Millennium Killer. Oh, by the laughter. This is absolutely amazing. Sparksy, have you lost your humanity? Joy's life is hanging by a thread, and you're here celebrating? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I meant Joy. Who said you weren't helping? You've been a huge help. Now everything finally makes sense. Trailblazer? You get what I mean. Let's see. I think I get it now. What exactly did you two get? Now we finally arrived at the thrilling deduction. How did the Millennium Killer gain access to the victim's private rooms? And why commit such a string of brutal crimes? And most importantly, who exactly are they? Clues are in motion. Happy hunting! What on earth are you talking to? Forget it. You wouldn't understand. Let's just get on with the deduction already. Okay, is this the interactive portion of this, Sorry, it's just so hilarious seeing these two. It's like seeing Gruesome and Little Herta next to each other, because their models are just so vastly different in height. She's like literally half of his height. She barely makes it up to his waist. When investigating cases like this, we usually start by looking for commonalities between the victims. The most obvious common point between these people are that they're all part of the entertainment industry. But according to Miss Kuchipa's intel, those people don't seem to have any mutual friends. This might suggest that what connects them lies beneath the surface. We should have gotten enough clues about that by now, haven't we, gray hair? These victims started their careers way back. Some of them even debuted in the 70s. It was only this year that they suddenly became popular. Miss Senna's ears used to be just like any other orcs, but then she suddenly went into seclusion for a month, claiming she was undergoing spiritual training. When she finally emerged, those ears of hers had somehow transformed into adorable cat ears, just like a light paws. If I don't wake up, please tell my fans that my eyes are actually the result of plastic surgery. That's right, the clues are crystal clear now. The hidden connection between the victims are... well, yeah, they're all imaginae. Otherwise, this would be a much more gruesome sight if these were, blood and flesh people. Let's say they all had plastic surgeries. It's just a deduction, but I believe these victims must have had plastic surgeries. Joy had just admitted it to us. And Senna's scissor kick claimed she changed the shape of her ears through spiritual training. That's way too ridiculous, even in plain Arcadia. It's probably just an excuse she made up for herself. And that's only 2 of the victims. We can't suddenly jump to conclusions, can we? I mean, 2 out of 18, that's kind of quite a bit of a margin. True, but there's another interesting point. Although they started their careers at different times, all the victims suddenly
had a turn of luck this year, began making their mark in the entertainment industry. Something must have happened that suddenly changed these people's destinies this year. Just like Senna Scissor Kick, who shot to fame after transforming her cat ears. The entertainment industry is notoriously unforgiving. Though people often claim to value talent over appearance, it usually looks that determine who rises to the top. Even comedians must have a funny look to make it. For now, this deduction is enough to convince me. Let's see later if it really holds up.
So, the next question is, how did the Millennium Killer gain access to the victim's private realms?
Based on our current train of thought, we should be able to solve this problem easy. All the crimes were in the victim's own territory. Their homes, studios, private lounges. There were absolutely no signs of forced entry. Here's the weird part. None of the victims told any of their friends or family that they were expecting a visitor that day. She told us back then that it was the result of spiritual training. When your spirit grows, your body responds accordingly. I kept it to myself, just to satisfy a small, selfish bit of vanity. The Millennium Killer was able to waltz right into the victims' private rooms because, let's say they were hiding something. They must have ninjutsu. Nice. Wait, were they their roommate? Yeah. They were definitely covering it up. The victims were hiding something. All these victims targeted by the Millennium Killer had their own reasons to conceal the fact that they underwent cosmetic surgeries. So when the Millennium Killer used this as a pretext to visit the victims' private rooms, the victims wouldn't tell anyone about it. This was probably exactly what the Millennium Killer had anticipated. Judging by the timeline, excuse me. The Millennium Killer probably used post-surgery checkup as an excuse. This way, the victims wouldn't be suspicious and wouldn't tell anyone around them about the Millennium Killer's identity.
Based on this deduction, now we're down to the easiest question.
Who exactly is the Millennium Killer? Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this. The identity of the Millennium Killer is obviously Lolo Tomaxi? The answer's a little too odd. Well, obviously it's a plastic surgeon.
Don't be childish, you're such a baby!
Well, it should be a plastic surgeon. Without a doubt, Millennium Killer has to be the plastic surgeon all these victims had in common. Since everyone kept quiet about their cosmetic surgeries, the surgeon managed to escape investigation from the Department of Aberration Defense.
But now, the killer can't escape our pursuit.
Now we're left with one crucial question. What was the Millennium Killer trying to accomplish with all of this? Well, yeah, I mean, they stuck them on to these poor people and then ripped them off. Ended up killing them as a result. What the hell?
Motives aren't something you could solve by deduction alone. Half the time, people don't even know why they do what they do.
However, based on the clues we've gathered so far, we managed to be able to piece together an answer. So, what is the Millennium Killer trying to achieve by murdering Imagine and peeling apart parts of themselves?
I'm not a fiend who takes lives for the sake of it. What I really care about was always been the parts that I peeled. As for their deaths, those are merely byproducts of the process. They only have themselves to blame for being too weak.
That reminds me, I discovered by chance the Millennium Killer only takes the parts that resonate most with the audience. When you look at the parts this person peeled, limbs and faces aside, he takes spectacles, bow ties, cowlicks. Who even wants that? It makes zero market sense. Imagine this, an evil millionaire splurges on a black market bow tie and attaches it onto themselves. That doesn't look like something any sane person would do. Could it be that the Millennium Killer's ultimate goal is to stitch parts onto themselves? To savor delicacies? You mean just... I don't know. Wait, you actually mean they're probably trying to eat these parts? What the hell? Like parts from different celebrities? Wait, do they just want to stitch a whole nother person? That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, it was just... They're gathering all these parts and trying to stitch like a whole new being together. Ms. Himes is right. The spectacles, bow ties, cowlicks might be useless parts to an average person, but for the Millennium Killer, these popular parts from the celebrities are priceless. I'm afraid the Millennium Killer wants to stitch all those popular parts onto themselves. It's hard to imagine the Millennium Killer's true intention. To become the most popular Imagine? To transform into the most powerful Imagine? Or something far more mundane? Perhaps they just simply want to absorb the wisp power contained in these parts. Either way, the killer is a complete lunatic. So now, we're gonna stop them. At this point, we should contact the Department of Operation Defense with their expertise. They should be able to quickly identify the plastic surgeon. We didn't risk confronting the couple ourselves anymore. But I would just try to pull myself in the Millennium Killer's POV. I know, I can't kill Joy. Leaving that loose and alive will jeopardize my future plans. Unless Millennium Killer has no further plans in committing crimes? I need to remove Joy's eyes, but I'm unable to kill her directly with everyone watching. The safest approach would be to make her my last victim. Looks like whatever the Millennium Killer plans to do with Joy's eyes, time is running out. The killer's about to carry out the final step. We need to track down the culprit ourselves. Wait, should we contact the Department of Operation? After all, yeah, let's call Dad. Let's work on both fronts. We'll notify the Department of Operation Defense while taking action ourselves. Now we need to find a lone free rider. He's probably got the scoop on whether these celebrities get their plastic surgeries done. Oh shit, that's really far away. Wait a minute. Oh. Nope, didn't need to go down there. Whoa! Almost got hit there. Okay, that should be fine. At Lone Free Rider. Mr. Asheville, why are you back? No, don't tell me the Millennium Killer is after me now! Oh no, you have to protect me, Mr. Asheville! Oh, I told you, no one's trying to kill you. Time's short, so answer quickly. Where do you and your friends usually get cosmetic surgeries? Huh? I usually go to Campbell's Imaginist Surgery. It's the top plastic surgeon clinic in Plain Arcadia. Pricey, but the results are incredible. Not the premier clinic. I need somewhere secret and private. A place that won't leave any records. What options do I have? So Miss Sparksy struggles with that as well. However, as you know, because we imagine they are so malleable, the law mandates that all our cosmetic surgeries are documented. But for the sake of their image, persona, self-esteem, vanity, and all that messy stuff, most people don't want others to know about this. Apparently some Imaginist clinics eagerly offer underground cosmetic services. Don't tell anyone I told you, but there's a top-rated clinic in our circle. They're highly skilled, reasonably priced, and their legitimate medical services are excellent too. It's called Eight Soul Clinic? Motherfucker, I knew it.
I'm its soul, an Imaginest doctor. Where's the patient?
Oh, shoot. Wait, these two didn't even meet them. Thanks, that low rewriter. We'll head out first and contact you later. Uh-oh. Okay. So it is over here. So we gotta turn back around. What am I? There's toys over here. Sorry, back to the task at hand. Go, go, go! Let's split into two teams. One will contact the Department of Apparition Defense to organize police forces for the arrest. The other will head straight to his soul's house. We can't let him escape, no matter what.
Alright, who's gonna block the door? Just saying, I'm not too keen to have a face-off with some serial killer.
Miss Kujiba has authorized the Trailblazer to investigate the case, so she should be the one to confront the suspect directly. So the question isn't about which of us contacts Dad, but rather who she chooses as her companion.
Dang it, I think we're leaving the choice to this little gray head. Whatever, you can pick whoever you want, but I'm not too keen to confront the serial killer.
Come on, you're supposed to be our top path strider. Don't tell me you're scared of a serial killer. Oh, so it is pretty widely known that she's a path strider of the Elation. I mean, obviously she has to be. And everybody would know. The wider public would know that. It's not about my capabilities. It's just that I don't wish to talk to that creep. That's so gross. Don't worry about her. Trailblazer, it's your call. Who do you want to team up with to catch the Millennium Killer? Ashriel, I mean, it might make sense for him to contact them, so... God damn it. Fuck, I'll go with you, Sparksy. Come on! You have to face your fears. You heartless, evil, stinking raccoon!
I told you I didn't want to go, but you just had to drag me along.
Fine, I'll humor you this time. Proceed with caution. I'll contact Miss Kujiba and meet up with you later.
Alright, the detective's off to Miss Kujiba. Time for us to teach that Millennium Killer a lesson.
Well, I'm ready to rumble.
Combat? What are we fighting? I told you, I have social anxiety. No way I'm meeting a serial killer in person. Don't worry, we streamers have our own way of doing things. We might not be as efficient as Mr. Detective, but we're definitely more entertaining.
Wait, what are you up to now? I kind of regret my decision to have her help me in this case.
I don't have strong moral principles as Mr. Detective. Our goal is to get Baby Joy's eyes back, not to bring the Millennium Killer to justice.
Now, I got a deliciously devious plan.
Direct conversation isn't my style. After all, the internet stage is where I truly shine.
Devious.
Let me think about how to execute this devious plan. Aha! Come on, let's head back to your Forbobocon headquarters.
Dude, we're literally standing outside here. Hey boys. Wait, where do we go?
Hey, I'm about to make a post. Help me pen it and boost it to the back end. Make it quick.
Don't go posting random stuff. I got a really bad feeling about this.
Don't worry, your instincts are right.
Oh.
Let me show you how to deal with bad guys using the power of the internet.
Uh-oh.
So, babes, which body part do you love watching the Millennium Killer snatch away the most? As for me, Sparksicle, I just adore those cute little dimples. They look so...
Let's see. Oh, that's for somebody. As for me, Sparksicle, I just adore those cute little dimples. They look so sweet and lovely.
What about you guys? Drop your votes in the comments. Let's see which feature is the fan favorite. Stammering front teeth? Simmering. Shimmering? Oh, it says shimmering. I'm betting my hairline on this. Hands. I wish I had a pair of hands that could draw. The hearts? Truth be told, I really do love Miss Joy's eyes. Found the perp. Wow, this is blowing up. Thanks so much, everyone. Keep those comments coming and don't forget to smash that like button. Son of a bitch. How's my post? Pretty provocative. Conversation worthy, super entertaining. It's a little uncomfortable. Right, but it's the perfect trick to stir up some buzz. By the way, which part do you support? What matters is protecting Joy's eyes. Looks like my support didn't really help much. Oh, I am getting involved in that. Alright, I won't force you to do wicked things with me. Wow, look! The netizens are already fighting! This is awesome! Come on, let's hit the streets and stir up some more drama. I regret picking Sparksicle to come with me. Do I still need to go out? Time is tight. We need to get the hype going ASAP. Baseball Raccoon and Sparksy doing street interviews. This is gonna be trending in the next 10 minutes. Don't look at me like that. I'm only doing this to solve the Millennium Killer case. For such an evil, hideous villain, nothing is better than having the victims take revenge themselves. And I just gave these spirits a chance at revenge. Stop dawdling. Time to stir up some drama. According to my streamer's intuition, those folks over there would be perfect for a publicity stunt. Let's go chat with them. Wait, by the convenience store. Fanatical Sparks Head. Hey there, cutie. Mind if we ask you a few questions? Holy moly! Sparksy! Is that really you? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm meeting the real deal. Who's that person next to you? The baseball raccoon? Who? Never mind. That's not important. Sparksy, I saw the poll you put up. You really nailed that dark humor, pulling off stuff other streamers wouldn't dare to try. Thanks for your support, sweetie. Have you voted yet? Yes, I did. I've been gathering supporters to vote for quite some time. Wow, you're too kind, dear. Could you help get some people to vote? I bet with your influence, you could bring in a whole crowd to vote with us. All right, I'll get my whole family to vote right away. Oh, wait, that's not enough. I'm going to share the link in our IPC group chat. Wait, what? Thank you so much. I can always count on you. Sparksicle loves you. I could die with no regrets. Well, she's not going to be much help as she's passed out in front of the 7-Eleven. Is this guy mentally stable? Everyone's such a beautiful state of mind. Pretty much. Let's go find someone else to hype this up. Franken official. Hey, scum, what are you doing? Wait, who are you? Don't play dumb. You're head of Bobocom. You planned this whole thing, didn't you? My hands are starting to have a mind of their own. My nose is twitching too. Stop it! Now! Wait. Are you the Millennium Killer? How did you get my phone number? Seriously. Is there like a Yellow Pages out here? You don't even know who I am, do you? That's funny. You don't even know who I am, yet you're willing to go this far. As for your contact info, media companies' contact info is publicly available. How did you not know that? Stop this. Name your terms. I'll give you anything you want. There's no need to be so cruel. My calves are pointing in weird directions. Don't be like this. Okay, this definitely has to be the killer. And I think they're kind of giving up mixed messages. That's probably not good. Just as expected.
You made the parts the killer collected attack each other?
Nice. You catched on quick. In human terms, this is called a transplant rejection. Just as we deduced earlier, the Millennium Killer really did stitch all those parts onto themselves. I don't know their reason, and I'm not interested in understanding a psycho's thought process. But I do know a thing or two about the basic principles of imagining.
Well, yeah, aren't you one of them?
These parts were originally the popular ones from different celebrities, with no real compatibility between them. Now that they've been stitched together into a single entity, I doubt they've had time to get along with each other yet, right? Now that I fan the flames, these parts will tear each other apart and wage a civil war on the Millennium Killer. How gloriously brutal!
Okay, maybe I should have picked Asheville to accompany me. This is brutal. But I did it for the lulz. God damn it.
Alright, enough with the boring technical explanations. We should continue inciting civil war.
Ah, crap. Hey, sweetie, you okay there?
Don't worry, Sparksy. I've already rallied everyone I know to vote.
Okay, well, she definitely got the message across. Wait, where the hell am I going? Oh, across the street. Another... Whoa, this is a Sparksy hater. Sorry. There it is. Huh? Isn't this never change avatar till Sparksy drops streamer for starts... Never change avatar till Sparksy stops streaming forever?
It's been so long, darling.
Ugh, Sparksy. It looks trash today. I gotta go home and sage the bad juju off of me. That's pretty damn harsh.
In this world, there's only Sparks heads and Sparks heads in denial. This is just their twisted way of showing affection.
That stupid stunt you're pulling online again? Don't you think that this behavior is really tacky? Have you even thought about how the victim's family would feel?
You make a good point, darling. Keep it to a few harsh words at maximum. There really isn't any need to write an essay about it.
Huh, scared? Too late. An essay? Ha! How naive. I've already written a full article and posted it on my personal homepage. Get ready to be dragged through the mud.
Sparksville will never do it again.
Yeah, your acting kind of sucks. God, you're just like your mother.
Nobody asked.
Let's see. Stop it!
Please, I'm begging you.
Get in line.
Babe, you'll have to get in line like everyone else.
My glasses and hairpin are beefing.
My hair is tangled around my nose.
Wooden plank tubs? My thumbs are twitching. Or tapping. Stop it!
Please. Please, I'm begging you.
Let me go. That's what your victim said, too. Your victims begged you the same way, didn't they? You show them any mercy? You brought this on yourself. Hand me over to the Department of Operation Defense. I'll turn myself in. Yeah, turn me into Dad. My teeth and eyelashes are having a fight. Let me go. Come on, man. Those things are, like, really far away from one another. Like, your teeth are down here. Your eyelashes are up here. Also, funny fact, apparently in some places of the world, I think it was probably in the Amazon, I think if you have, like, short eyelashes, that means that somebody was, like, biting your eyelashes. Apparently it's a sign of affection. I don't think it was in Amazon, but... Or was it, like, their eyebrows? It was one of the two, but yeah, there's apparently a tradition that instead of, like kissing, instead of smooching, you actually, like, bite on your loved one's eyelashes. So if you have short eyelashes, you're pretty well liked, I guess. In some parts of the world. Honestly, I don't know how that happened, but pretty strange. But then again, kissing's kind of freaking weird. Thank you, Big Tug, for pointing out that fact. Okay, what? Scatter! Oh, they're not gonna scatter. Damn it. The phone is... Wait, did he answer it? I have a bad feeling about it. Nah, that can wait. Wait. Wait if it's a killer. The phone in the booth keeps ringing. Should he answer it? Nah, I'll worry about that later. Anyway, I gotta save Miss Joy!
Hey there, darling. Mind if I ask you something?
Baseball Raccoon, I have 2 questions for you.
Wow, your fam totally ignored me.
First of all, why are you working together with Sparksy, who used to be our enemy?
Because we're allies now.
Well, we're allies for now, just for right now. And honestly, I'm kind of regretting not going with Asheville with this. Looks like the Baseball Raccoon really does have the riz to turn enemies into friends. I'm totally on board with that. Yeah, look at Sunday. Second, why did you promote her unethical voting campaign? It's to catch the Millennium Killer? Millennium Killer? I get it. This is another adventure of Baseball Raccoon. I'm totally on board with that. Okay, he seems to have changed his tune.
Your fans' ability to gaslight themselves is truly something else. I'm actually jealous.
Cut to the chase. What do you want me to do?
It's not a big deal. Just cast your vote in that unethical voting campaign. If you can rally your friends and family to vote too, thanks, darling.
The vote definitely goes against my moral principles, since it's a request from the Baseball Raccoon. Alright, I'm totally on board with this.
By the way, darling, Sparksicle isn't really a bad guy, you know.
I cannot be on board with that.
This is the one thing I can't get on board. This is the one thing you can't get on board with.
Dude, just take the W as it is. My hair went against my eyes. What does that even mean? Vote for the nose!
Who's tougher, hairpins or nail art?
Which one's more impressive? Boot or abs?
Vote for eyeshadow. Vote for eyebrows. I'm the winner. They're the winners.
They're all fighting each other. They're all attacking me! They're all inside me! I'm not inside them! I'm not there. Nope. Oh shit. Looks like this person's like really losing their shit.
Ah, the phone's ringing. Looks like it's from Mr. Detective.
Sparksy, you did this, didn't you? That's terrifying.
Sparksicle doesn't know anything.
Alright, cut the act. I need both of you over here. The case is finally closed. I need you two as witnesses.
I told you I don't want to face off with the Millennium Killer.
Don't worry, you won't have the opportunity to face off anymore.
Brad, and get phone data for free!
Ah, shit.
New seasonal promo. Vibrate and get
Mobile data? Don't miss out, folks.
top up over 100 credits on your phone bill in store and get a complimentary Pred gift box worth 20 credits.
Can be combined with other promotions.
If you don't have a phone, just buy it all the bread for the day, and we'll throw in the latest Orange 20 phone for free.
Okay. Strange. But then again, I can go for some goddamn bread. I'll do my best to help out. Hope to see the story in Fluffy Across the Blue someday. Oh, sorry, mister. Okay, gotta make my way across town. Oop. Okay, this probably was a shorter route than this. What am I looking at here? Could this be the true form of the Millennium Killer? It's a pair of eyes. Wait, aren't those Miss Joy's eyes? In a way, Miss Joy, his eyes are the only remaining true form of the Millennium Killer.
Great, looks like Baby Joy's eyes won the Civil War in the end. As expected of Clan Arcadia's top heavyweight idol.
The Millennium Killer isn't Dr. Izol, but another doctor at the clinic named Bertol Morada. This is the diary we found during our search for Bertoli Mirana's house. Miranda. Bertoli Miranda house. This person's mind is twisted to the bone-chilling degree. Oh, thank God it was the little rabbit doctor. Sentient beings have a pathological craving to be seen. It's not just the Imaginae who live off attention. Carbon-based and silicon-based life forms are the same. They scream and shout when they're angry because they want to be seen. They sob quietly when they're sad because they want to be seen. They go on TV, star in movies, sing, debate, and govern, all because they want to be seen. I want to be seen too. But there's a fundamental difference between me and most people. Most people want to be seen. Well, I should be seen. The world ought to look towards people like me, not the fleeing idiots paraded across television screens. Back in 1986, when I was still a medical intern, I helped develop the sonar protocol for treating narrative structure fragility and Imaginae. Newspapers hailed it as the greatest medical advancement of Planet Arcadia's second millennium. If you ask me, it should have been called the Bartoli Protocol. Stoner only reached his conclusion with my hints. And let's not forget, I was the one fetching coffee for the research team all those years. But I'm not going to make things hard for Stoner. He was, after all, still someone worth noticing. Just slightly below my level, that's all. Not that anyone cares about him. His later years were pretty bleak, but not that he was poor, he was actually quite wealthy. It's just that I've never seen such a shriveled plue. All Imaginae who go unseen end up like that. I refuse to become like him. I will reclaim what's rightfully mine. I will take back my rightful place at the center of attention from the hands of those fleeing fools. The medical training I originally received in Imaginae cosmetic reconstruction are basically two entirely different disciplines. Fortunately, I am far more intelligent than the average person. I can master both. Imaginae cannot create Imaginae. This is an iron law established by the laughter created this world. The laughter created this world. When the laughter created this world. As such, the so-called Imaginae cosmetic surgeons are already defying the natural law of the eon, establishing their own doctrine of creation. I can't create Imaginae out of thin air. Wish power can't flow from my body and condense into another individual. But I can reforge the forms of other Imaginae, change the shape of a horn, alter lip color, add vivid patterns to skin, extend wings from the ribs. With such minute adjustments, I can bring forth magnificent miracles. Organs altered in this way are often unstable, like balloons filled with air. Their cores are hollow, unsupported by any narrative structure. In time, they'll inevitably wither and collapse. For example, I could extend a horn atop an orc's head, but without structural support, that horn would soon disappear, leaving behind nothing but a bald green forehead. But if that horn were to command the center of attention, wish power could greatly fill it, granting it a stable structure and permanently integrating it into the orc's physiology. It will no longer be a fragile shell. In theory, if I were to cultivate enough imaginative components in this matter, allowing them to become saturated with wish power, then strip them away and assemble them into a new individual, there would be no question that I would be defying the law that the Imagine cannot create Imagine, thus creating an entirely new Imagine. But there's a little value in doing so. It is far more worthwhile to translate them all onto myself. If I worked in a cosmetic surgery clinic, I would be forced to follow their schedules and operate on every fool who walked through the door. That would defeat the purpose. First, not every Imagine can attract sufficient attention after surgery. Without it, the newly imaginated organ cannot be filled with wish power. Second, neither of these people nor the parts they wish to alter necessarily share my textual lineage. Among Imagine, only those with identical textual lineage can potentially fuse with one another. Eitzel's clinic provided to be an ideal workplace. He had no interest in imagining cosmetic procedures himself, and he turned a blind eye to my side hustle. This gave me the freedom to seek out my own clients, individuals prominent enough but not too prominent and compatible with my textual lineage. This is a long-term endeavor. One sows in spring and reaps in autumn, and now's the time to sow. My first crop had already taken the bait. A streamer named Ember Vox, a plue who does beauty content, long languished in obscurity until I told her she needed more attractive lips. I did not deceive her. She truly did need them. I simply needed them more. Next, I need to plan ahead for harvesting. I am thinking if I'm to make a house call under the guise of a follow-up examination, that should lower their guard. When the time comes, I should... Oh god. That's all redacted. Great. The rest of the text has been heavily redacted by the Department of Aberration Defense. That's censorship. It is presumed unsuitable for public disclosure. One question remains. When my entire body is covered with parts taken from other Imagine, I will likely require vast amounts of wish power to fully stabilize these structures and truly make them mine. So once all harvesting is complete, I will have no choice but to expose myself to the public eye. That may mean arrest or death, but it does not matter. I'm not particularly concerned with how long I live. In the modern age, everyone can get their 15 minutes of fame. I only want my 15 minutes. Okay. According to the diary, she seems to have been performing illegal cosmetic surgeries on Imagine. Whoa. I'm not really interested in any freaky life stories. Let's talk about Baby Joy's eyes instead. Yeah, they're just kind of laying there on the ground. Shouldn't we, put it on ice and take it up to her? Don't tell me this is the only part left. Wait, do the eyes even work? They look kind of wall-eyed. That's probably not a good sign. Don't worry, I've checked. The eyes are fine. They haven't lost too much wish power. I'll keep them safe and return them to Miss Joy later. I have no idea what you guys did, but the components of the Millennium Killer started attacking each other. In the end, only Miss Joy's eyes survived. All my years as a detective, I've rarely seen anything this bone-chilling. Though the Millennium Killer had it coming, you were absolutely brutal, Miss Marksy. Seriously, what exactly did you guys just do now? Well, the victims simply took their revenge onto their own hands. Never mind. I didn't really want to know in the first place. Let's hurry back and return the eyes to Miss Joy. Okay. Back to the main body of Miss Joy. Oh, I'm already here. Huh. They look pretty okay. Miss Trailblazer? Mr. Asheville? Miss Sparksy? Miss Chiba? Everyone's here. I've got my eyes back. That means you successfully caught the Millennium Killer. I wouldn't say we caught her, but in any case, she won't get another chance to harm anyone. Thank you for saving me, and thank you for bringing justice to those innocent Imagine victims. Even if the culprit is brought to justice, the damage she caused cannot be erased. Many people have lost their families and friends, and many others have lost their idols. These wounds will take quite some time for everyone to heal, I'm afraid. There will always be someone who brings hope and heals their wounds. But yeah, some wounds don't quite ever heal, but... Indeed, that's why living with our wounds is a lesson that everyone has to learn in life.
Miss Joy, you finally made it! We knew you could pull through! I really thought I'd never see you guys again. I miss you all so much. We miss you too, Miss Joy.
Yeah, I kind of figured that... I should have figured that her eyes were just gonna look like those that I see just about anywhere. We can never stop evil from troubling kind people, but at least today, we saved a glimmer of hope.
Oh my, doing good deeds once in a while actually feels pretty nice. Maybe I should try it more often.
Please. Thank you for your assistance. The Department of Aberration Defense has also provided you with bonuses in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the Millennium Killer case.
Awesome! Getting paid for doing good deeds. I'm feeling even better now.
However, Mr. Ashfield, Miss Sparksy, although it's a bit awkward to say this here, there's another matter I need your help with. Please, please come with me to the Department of Aberration Defense and assist me in completing the case report. Hold up, why is it just two of us? Doesn't she have to be present? She's our maid detective here. She's a foreign guest. Alright, fair enough. He just let it go so easily.
Hold up, I can play this game too. I can also act like a foreign guest.
No, you can't. Be a good sport and come help out with the Department of Aberration Defense work. Yeah, help Dad out.
I take it back. I'm never doing good deeds again.
God damn it. Looking back now, I really did crack a major case. In that case, aren't I making a name for myself in Plain Arcadia's criminal history? That came out wrong. I made myself out like a criminal. Anyway, I took care of something major. How delightful. Love that for me. Oh man, so that puts an end to the Millennium Killer saga. Okay, Joy and her fans are caught up in their emotional reunion. Better not disturb them for now. Okay, yeah, they're doing pretty cool. Oh, there is another thing over there, but I'm gonna deal with that another time. Actually, hold on, there was like this other, holy crap, how the hell did I miss this one? Whoa! I don't remember this one. So I'm gonna probably just do this puzzle really quick and then I'm just call it a night. I'm getting a little dizzy now. Oh, God, that did not help. Oh! I thought that was gonna hit me. Whoop! Boop! Whoa! There was oodles of them. Oh, right, I'm upside down. Other side. Oh man, everything's inverted. That's making me kind of dizzy. I probably shouldn't have done this. Ah! Oh, okay. Ow. Worth it. Oh god, that made my head dizzy. I don't feel so good, y'all. Ah! Okay, at least that was pretty easy. Wait a minute, was I missing something? God damn it. Oh, there's a whole other chest over here. Okay, so I did complete that. Cool. God, that made me so fucking dizzy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it a night there. And, let's see, tomorrow is Tuesday, and it's gonna be, Fox night, so I'll probably try to, like, make a stream earlier tomorrow. That, or I might be on, like, really late, tomorrow evening. I'm talking, like, past 11 or something. Chances are I'm probably gonna be awake anyways. So, yeah. I'm calling it a night. That was pretty crazy. A lot of death happened. God, that was terrifying. I wonder what would happen if I had chosen Asheville. Because, oh my god, I appreciate Sparksy's help, but that was pretty, gruesome end for the killer, though. Granted, it's maybe justifiable, but still, that was pretty extreme. But then again, they did stitch these parts onto these poor people and then tore them off, so I guess it would make sense that those parts would end up tearing themselves apart in the end. God, I'm so glad that Isolde wasn't actually the killer in this. I seriously, that's where it was going. They were kind of adjacent to it. They were a little complacent with it. They hired this person on and just allowed them to do illegal cosmetic surgeries on Imagine and just turned a blind eye to it. So, not really cool.
Nice.
Okay, well, I'm gonna log off and I'll be back tomorrow evening or in the middle of the day or whatever. I'll see. Okay, good night, everybody.